Yes, Satish. Good morning, dear.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, it's did I say good morning?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
सर वो कहते हैं ना जब जागो तभी सवेरा.
Yeah, no, but I wasn't sleeping.
Okay.
I was doing something and suddenly came and said good morning, dear. So I thought it's one of my students messaged in comment box of YouTube and he said, "Sir, it's very hot day. You must sit under the tree." Can you see that? He messaged just right now. Yeah. But he's amazing person, I would say. And his name is Suraj. Suraj UP.
Okay.
And another person commented and said, let me read that comment. And he's saying, and he's saying, "Sir, you are very slow," or something like that. He said. Yeah, he said, "Sir, you speak very slowly." Okay. Yeah, dear. Actually, I speak very slowly because I'm not in hurry to express myself. That's why I speak with calm. Hmm. Okay, so Mr. Rajab, and
Yes, sir.
our
Good evening,
topic
sir.
is yeah. So yeah, good evening. So my topic and
Motivation.
yeah, motivation. So please motivate us. We are feeling very depressed. We are in anxious mode, very like too much anxiety in our life. So how will you motivate us?
Mm, okay, sir. First of all, thank you for the uh, giving me this chance for the group discussion.
Mhm,
And today topic is the motivation.
mhm,
Sir, motivation is two things. That's intrinsic and extrinsic. Okay, one motivation from inside, from our inside, motivate, and second one, that's from the another person, like parents, teacher, elder brother, sister, and etc. from the any relative, uncle, aunt.
mhm,
That's at first I'm telling that's intrinsic motivation. That's from our side. That's maybe I'm going to the do something. That's like example. That's I'm doing this journey. That's English language. Okay, that's also I'm from my side. That's a motivate. That's how to do this. How to do learn English language. How can improve my English journey. So from this motivate from my inside. Nobody force me and nobody motivate me about this English journey. From all from side from me. And like this, another example, that's when I study, when kids study, okay, without force, without motivate parents, teacher, and any elder. That's from his side, study well and continue doing that's study and doing homework, anything. That's also from his side. That's is a intrinsic motivation. That things are doing from self side, from himself side. That's also called that's intrinsic motivation.
Mhm.
Answer now. I coming to the in
Extrinsic
yes sir.
and extrinsic.
Yes, extrinsic motivation. This called that's anybody forced to do something. Example, maybe many people are said, if you do this work done, then I will give you money. And I'm doing for money. That's work. Also, this one motivation. And many maybe some person is said, if you speak in this stage, then I will provide to you. That's in that's prize, okay, award, okay. So I'm already I am doing that's speech is well, and I'm trying to the that's I will do fast of the in group. So I will try to the day and night and practice about this topic. So when I first in the group, then I find that I can take the award from the management. And kids, he did not study, okay, well, and parents and teacher, elder, and relative, all person, all bodies forced to kids. That's if you result this year, if you got result number 1, then I'll give you something, okay. That's maybe bicycle and any that's not like laptop like this.
Like laptop
What's the
or
name that?
your yes
Yeah.
your favorite
So
phone.
that's a student. Yeah, that's person doing, that student doing for that's motivate to another person, okay. So he motivate in study or any work. So that's called extrinsic motivation. That's
Yes.
a motivation come from outside, another person forced to us. Yes sir.
Okay, so I'll come to Hitesh. You tried quite well. Yes, Mr. Hitesh. So tell me something about motivation. So, do you think people can always be motivated about their goal or towards their goal?
But motivation is desire of doing any work to yourself. That's called motivation. Suppose that if you are thirsty and you sitting, you thinking someone get me a glass of water, and second option is you stand up and you will get water and drink it. So this is desire of doing any work to yourself. This is called motivation. And Sir, two type of motivation, external or internal. So external, sir, we watch the movies, we watch many videos, and we reading books, we listening motivators. But I think this is temporary because after some time we will back our situation. So I
Yes.
think important is what we take, what we pursued. If two people, if two people is sitting by the ocean, uh, they both have a different point of view. So important is what we take, and uh, now I'm connected with her here to learning English. Even no one told me uh, you should learn English, and then I realized I started, and I always motivated for this, and I have no need to any motivation for this because now my vision is clear. I think if our vision is clear, so we have don't need any motivation. So this is from my side.
Okay. Let me add some points in this.
Yes, sir.
Say, as Rajab categorized into two parts. First, intrinsic motivation means inner motivation that's coming out within you, and extrinsic motivation that you get from the outer environment, from outside of your society.
Yes.
So obviously we feel motivated from both of them. I won't say motivation will not help you. Actually, when you say, or so many motivational speakers, not motivational speakers, but so many, I would say, uh, achievers will say that I got motivated by no one, but this started coming just within me. Actually, I believe they are lying, right? Suppose we are uh, practicing here English. Suppose we are practicing English, and if you had not known that English, that the importance of English language, right? So you would not have been motivated to prepare for English language. You know, English is important for your job profile, for your career, for your standard of living. Economically, English is very important, right? And where you
Yes.
got this importance, you did not get this important from within, but first it came from outside of the world. World messaged you about the English language. When you go to any MNCs, so there is a criteria, you must know English. If you don't know English, you are not eligible to be selected in that position. When you want to study abroad, like America, England, or in another country, you must know English. If you don't know English, you will not be able to sit even that class as well. Or if you sit, you'll understand nothing. So we observed the importance of English language, not from within, But first or initially from the outside of the world, society taught us the importance of English. Then we started learning. That's why most of the times this comes from the outside of the world. Then when you observed, so observation is your inner power, right? You see outside, but observe inside, right? You see outside, but think in your mind. So it's in your inner, I would say, there is an inner platform where you think, where you observe. But ultimately, I would say this comes from the outside. Then you observe, think, and when you have too much content, when you have too much information about any particular knowledge, so your mind gets developed, right? Suppose Rajab is Muslim and Hitesh is Hindu, right? If I tell Rajab that, oh, what are you reading? Why do you read Quran and Hadith and this and that? You should just skip all the things because Hindu is the superior and Christian religion is the superior. You should not follow that Quran and Hadith. If I say, in one time he will not believe on me or it will not work for him because he's been practicing that Quran since his birth or because he he came from that background, so he will not understand. And if so, this happened from the outside. When you then you listened to that, you heard, you saw those things, you analyze those things after watching, reading, and listening. Then you come to your intrinsic part. Then you think with the help of your brain. So, in this physical world, 99.9% motivation, inspiration come from the outside of the view. So, people say most of the time, where do you get motivation? So, they will say, I got motivation from within. How can you get those motivation from within? You cannot get. Suppose you want to be an IAS officer, right? And you cracked your exam, you got first rank in all India, first rank. And if someone will ask you, so who motivated you to become an IAS officer to prepare for UPSC? So many people, and I've heard some people say that you don't need motivation from anyone. You can motivate yourself. Motivation will come from within. No, actually, they are lying. Suppose if there was no position for UPSC, if there was no commission, there was no name of UPSC, where that motivation would have come from? If there was no form filling, applying, or there was no name of civil services, would that motivation would be coming from within? No, right? First, you see outside view, right? Suppose I would say, I think you got to know my point. I gave some examples. And that's why this happens. Actually, we get motivation from outside, right? So why you are learning English? Why don't you motivate yourself to learn Spanish? You could have motivated yourself to learn Spanish, but you didn't. Why don't you learn Bhojpuri? Why don't you learn French? Why don't you learn Chinese or Korean? No, because you didn't observe within your brain that much importance for you. Because You keep watching, you keep reading, you keep observing that English is the base for this modern world to get economically balance our future or career. That's why you chose this language. Otherwise, there's no need to do this, right? Because there was no English uh, language in trained before 18th century. There was no English trained, right? Like before 18, yeah, almost 18th century. People were very happy with their Hindi language. People were very happy with their Sanskrit language. Whatever they would be speaking in their own country, were very happy, and they were getting success. But these days, why didn't you motivate those in those time to learn English? Why didn't your forefather or ancestors learned those languages before 5th century, before 4th century? Why? Because they didn't hear even the language of English. There was no book available in India. There was nothing. There was no craze for learning this language. That's why we did not inspire ourselves. We did not indulge ourselves. But these days, whatever we see in our society, and we choose one of them, and we say that this is my aim, this is my goal, this is my, I would say, yeah, this is aim and goal and dream that I want to achieve, right? Actually, you want to achieve, but society taught you the importance of this. That's why you are trying to achieve. Just society taught you, not directly, but indirectly. When you scroll down your phone, you see so many English words, so many titles, so many thumbnails. When you read any news, you will get English contents more than Hindi. When you search anything, you search in English, and most of the contents you'll get in English. When you are, when this whole world is filled with English, so where will you escape yourself? You cannot escape from this language. That's why we say my first priority is to learn English, learn English, learn English. So motivation almost every time comes from outside. Then
Outside.
then it enters into our mind. Then we say this comes from within.
From
Well,
my mind.
yeah. That's little I had to say.
No.
So anything else you want to say, Hitesh? Light.
You are right.
Mhm.
When we see our society, and
Mhm.
personally, when I see uh, employees of our company, I see my seniors, then I realized I should learn to English.
Exactly. You saw the importance, then you started doing that.
Yeah. Yes,
This
sir.
happens. Okay. So how's
Sir,
your
when you start,
Mhm. Yes?
sir, when you start grammar,
I'm thinking to start on Friday. Friday and Saturday we'll do that. Okay. So I think we did our beautiful session. Okay, so anyone will suggest next topic? Because yesterday's topic suggested by Hitesh was quite well, and we discussed beautifully on that topic.
Yes.
now Rajabal is done.
Yes, Rajabali. Rajabali seems to be like that a villain of Indian cinema, right? Rajabali. I think I've heard this villain name, right?
Actually, I have no any idea about the cinema, sir.
Think I've heard this name in Bollywood, and this
Oh,
name.
you, sir, you didn't see?
No, I think I'm not sure about that, but I just
Sir,
heard
I think you heard Tangavali.
Hangavali.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Tangavali.
Tanga. Okay, in
Sarkar
Chennai
movies,
Express. Chennai Express.
Chennai Express. Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Okay, so that's it for now. Yeah, you didn't suggest any topic. Yeah, suggest me any topic.
No, your side give me.
Okay. Okay, so I'll send you that topic today. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for now. See you tomorrow. Take yourself.
Okay.